Welcome to the deep dive. We take fascinating research, your insights, complex ideas, and sort of boil them down into that aha moment you maybe didn't know you needed.
That's the goal.
And today we're really diving deep into a truly compelling concept. This idea that your greatest sphere of influence, it isn't some distant goal, or far off place.
Right.
It's actually already woven right into the fabric of your everyday life.
Exactly. We've been looking at a whole collection of sources that really push back against a common assumption.
Which is?
That influence mainly spreads, one person at a time, sort of linear.
Like passing a baton?
Pretty much.
Hmm.
But this material, it presents a really powerful and I think deeply practical framework
Okay.
for understanding how ideas, movements, even, profound messages actually multiply
Wow.
through the existing relational networks that are all around us already.
Okay.
So our mission today really is to equip you with a new lens,
Right.
helping you see honestly, the exponential impact that's already within your grasp.
So, if you've ever felt a bit overwhelmed by the idea of making a big difference,
Uh-huh.
or maybe you've wondered if your, small daily actions actually matter,
We've all been there.
then yeah, get ready. We're going to unpack how you are already perfectly positioned, right at the center of a living, breathing network of relationships,
Mhm.
capable of far more reach, far more change than you might possibly imagine.
It's quite exciting, actually.
Okay, let's jump right into this core idea then, because it feels like a real paradigm shift.
It is.
Most of us probably think of influence like I said, a straight line.
A baton pass, yeah.
You reach one person, they reach another. Simple.
But our research suggests it's limiting. It's an incomplete picture of how real impact happens.
So what's the alternative picture?
What's truly illuminating here is the contrast we found. Forget the image of beads strung on a thread.
Okay.
Instead, try picturing light filling an entire dwelling.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe a stone striking water, sending ripples outwards that touch everything.
That's a powerful image.
It is. And the biblical texts, for instance, they consistently show a God who doesn't just limit influence to these isolated individual transactions.
No?
No. He actually seems to delight in these intricate networks of relationships, threads interwoven across time and space,
Yeah.
creating a much larger tapestry.
A tapestry rather than a thread. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that really resonates with some of those powerful metaphors we see for how the kingdom of God spreads, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
You think about the tiny mustard seed growing into this huge tree where birds can nest.
Right, or the yeast.
Or yeast,
Yeah.
yeah, hidden in the dough, just spreading silently until it permeates the whole loaf.
Exactly. These aren't about simple addition. They speak to a disproportionate exponential expansion, a
Exponential.
pervasive influence spreading through relational contact. It's less like that baton in a race,
Yeah.
and more like music in a hall, each note just reverberating through countless chambers.
Okay, if that's true, that changes things. It makes you wonder, how do we become better musicians then in our own networks?
That is a fantastic question. And it leads us straight to a pretty profound realization.
Which is?
Your primary mission field,
Mm-hmm.
it often isn't across the ocean. It's right across the hallway.
Across the hallway.
Yeah. The traditional who's next question, where we're always looking for the next single person to impact.
Right.
That starts to give way to a much bigger question. How might God's presence ripple through the existing overlapping webs of my daily life?
Okay, so focus on the webs, not just the individuals.
Precisely. The key insight here is you're not just connected to individuals one by one, you're intricately tied into entire circles of influence.
Like what?
Well, family systems, professional networks, community clusters, and even online communities now.
This shift from thinking linearly to thinking in networks, it is profound.
It really is.
It makes so much sense when you look at how, real-world movements actually gain traction. But where do these networks actually, exist in our lives? Is there a way to map them?
Yes, absolutely. Our research offers a really practical way to map them out. It identifies 4 primary relational spheres
Okay.
that already form this rich tapestry of influence all around you.
Tapestry again. I like that. So what are these 4 spheres?
Okay, think of these as your God-given mission fields.
Hmm.
They're already there, just waiting for intentional engagement.
Got it. Field number 1.
First up, the family network. The sources often use the Greek word oikos.
Oikos.
Yeah, and it's much broader than just our idea of immediate family.
Oh, how so?
It includes everyone within your household and even your economic sphere. So spouses, kids, Parents, siblings, extended relatives, but also servants, employees, anyone under your social or economic influence.
Wow, that's broad.
It is. It's your sacred starting point. We see it with, like, the Philippian jailer in Acts 16.
Right, his whole household.
Exactly. His conversion led to his entire household being saved and baptized. It's often called both the easiest and hardest mission field.
Huh. Easiest and hardest. That feels so real, doesn't it?
It really does.
That closeness, it cuts both ways. Your family sees your best intentions, sure, but they also see all the messy parts.
Absolutely. That transparency is key.
So what challenges did the sources mention there, and how do they suggest, navigating those tricky dynamics while still having influence?
That's a great point, and the sources definitely acknowledge it. That very closeness that offers deep influence, it can also bring the biggest challenges because of that transparency.
Right.
They suggest that consistent, authentic living and unconditional love are just paramount.
Living it out.
Yeah, being a living testament, knowing your actions speak volumes, especially to the people who know you inside and out.
Okay, that makes sense. Sphere number 2.
Moving on, the second sphere is the workplace network, or the agora.
Agora, like the ancient Greek marketplace?
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
In the ancient world, the agora was the bustling heart of civic life. Ideas, commerce, relationships, it all happened there.
Okay.
Today, your workplace, whether it is a corporate office, a classroom, a hospital, wherever, that's your agora.
So my job isn't just my job.
It's not merely your profession. It's a powerful platform for influence.
Any examples?
Sure. Think about Lydia in Acts 16. She was a successful merchant, right?
Yeah, seller purple cloth.
And she leveraged her standing, her influence, to turn her home into a hub for the early church.
Ah, okay.
Or think about Daniel. His unwavering integrity in Babylon became this incredible platform for proclaiming God, even to kings and nations.
Right, through his work.
Through his work,
Yeah.
your decisions, your commitment to excellence, your integrity in this sphere, they really do speak volumes.
So my Monday morning meeting isn't just about project updates.
Could be an agora moment.
It's a potential agora moment where my integrity can speak.
Wow. Gives a whole new meaning to water cooler conversations, huh?
Doesn't it just? I love how these historical examples translate so clearly. Okay, what's the third sphere?
The third is the community network, or the polis.
Polis, like the city-state.
Sort of. These are your third places. Environments that aren't home, aren't work, but where genuine community forms.
Like where?
Your neighborhood park, maybe your kid's soccer game, the local gym, your favorite coffee shop.
Gotcha, those everyday places.
Exactly. And the story of this Samaritan woman in John 4 is such a powerful illustration here.
How so?
Well, she was a marginalized figure, right? An outcast in many ways.
Yeah.
Yet, just by sharing her raw, authentic testimony,
Her own story.
she became this catalyst for revival, drawing her entire town to Jesus.
Wow.
Your consistent presence, just showing up, and those small acts of kindness and these voluntary associations, they build trust, they create these subtle but powerful ripples of impact.
Just being there, being kind.
Mhm.
Okay, and the last one. I'm guessing it's digital.
You guessed it. Finally, a sphere that's just increasingly vital in our world, the digital network, or the web.
The web.
Our sources call today's digital polis the new marketplace of souls. It's truly humanity's largest gathering space.
That's a sobering thought.
It is. We can look at Paul again in the Areopagus in Acts 17. He brilliantly modeled how to engage a pluralistic audience with cultural relevance.
Online? Well, not online then, but...
All right, but the principle applies.
Huh.
Your online presence today, your posts, comments, private messages, it's an extension of real life.
It really is.
It's a frontier mission field that demands, presence, discernment, and a lot of grace.
Grace, definitely needed online.
For sure. A single post can literally travel continents in seconds. And online groups provide this sense of communal belonging that can be leveraged for incredible impact, often far beyond what we might initially see or intend.
It really strikes me, hearing all this, how the research keeps emphasizing that God rarely works in isolation.
That's a key theme.
He really seems to move through these webs, these networks of relationships, multiplying impact way beyond just one person's efforts.
Absolutely.
So it's less about finding or creating brand new spaces for impact and more about recognizing the divine assignments already present in the networks you're already swimming in.
Exactly. Realizing every interaction has potential.
Okay, so if we recognize these networks, how do we actually leverage them effectively? Is there a strategy?
Absolutely. And the research points to a strategy that's actually rooted in Jesus' own approach,
Which was?
identifying what the sources call persons of peace, or network hubs.
Persons of peace. Network hubs. What are those?
These are individuals who are marked by a kind of readiness of heart.
Okay.
They tend to be receptive to new ideas, they're naturally well-connected within their circles, they're often respected, and they're responsive to genuine engagement.
Interesting.
Remember when Jesus sent out the 72 in Luke 10?
Yeah.
He gave them a clear instruction. Find the one who could open doors into households, neighborhoods, and networks of influence. Find that person of peace.
So, practically speaking, how do we spot these persons of peace today? It's not about finding an easy audience, is it?
No, not at all.
Mhm.
It's more about discerning where God's Spirit might have already prepared the soil, so to speak.
Prepared the soil. Okay.
Think of Cornelius the centurion in Acts 10.
Right, the Roman officer.
His openness, his readiness didn't just impact him. It opened a door for the message into a whole Gentile community.
Wow. So these hubs, these people, they aren't endpoints themselves.
Exactly. They are crucial conduits, gateways for kingdom expansion, ready to amplify the message or the influence.
Got it. So find the hubs. What else does strategic engagement involve?
Well, alongside finding those hubs, it absolutely demands authenticity.
Authenticity, that keeps coming up.
It's fundamental. The sources stress this truth over and over. Authentic relationships are the soil in which gospel seeds take root.
The soil.
Yeah. Think about Jesus again. He consistently embodied incarnation before proclamation. He lived among people, shared their lives, ate with them, walked with them before explaining his message in detail.
He showed up first.
He showed up. It means prioritizing listening before speaking, demonstrating genuine care before offering correction, cultivating real friendship before any kind of, overt evangelism.
It's about living your life as a light, a witness, and a friend.
Beautifully put.
Your everyday life becomes this living text that others interpret daily.
Mhm.
Simple acts of kindness, integrity when no one's looking, quiet generosity. These often speak way louder than words, don't they?
They absolutely do. And when it is time to share your story, your experience, it's not about having some polished, eloquent speech ready.
Oh, good.
It's about authentic vulnerability. Our sources outline a transformative story structure with 3 clear movements.
Okay, what are they?
Basically, your life before Christ, your encounter with Christ, and your life in Christ now.
Before, encounter, now. Simple.
Simple, but powerful. It's truly about what God has done, is doing, and you trust He will continue to do in your life.
That combination of story and life, it seems incredibly powerful.
It is. As the research notes, story explains life. Life authenticates story.
Ah, I like that. Life authenticates story.
Yeah. It's about embodying a consistent alignment with the character of Christ, even and maybe especially in our failures and vulnerabilities.
Right. Not pretending to be perfect.
Exactly. That authenticity is what connects deeply with others. It makes grace believable.
Okay, so we've mapped our networks, family, work, community, web. We've learned how to engage authentically, look for persons of peace. Now, here's what feels like the absolute game changer for truly multiplying influence.
Okay.
It's not about how many people you personally reach,
Right.
but rather about how many people you empower to reach others. That feels like the leap.
That is the leap. This is a critical distinction.
That is so critical.
Well, think about Jesus himself.
Yeah.
He refused to be the bottleneck.
The bottleneck,
Mm.
meaning he didn't try to do it all himself.
Exactly. He invested deeply in the 12, the 72, equipping them to multiply his influence exponentially.
So he trained trainers.
Precisely. And the Apostle Paul followed this exact model. He trained people like Timothy and Titus
His proteges.
and told them explicitly to entrust the gospel to reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others. That's from 2 Timothy 2.2.
Wow, that's multi-generational right there.
It is. Our research calls it a 4-generation strategy. It's the fundamental difference between simple addition,
Where I reach one more person.
right, and genuine multiplication.
Where I equip one person who will then go on to reach many more.
Exactly. That's how movements spread and last.
And this multiplication idea,
Hmm?
it leads to another really crucial point the source has made about resilience.
Ah, yes, resilience. Very important.
Our sources offer a pretty stark warning against over-reliance on a single contact.
The single point of failure.
Right. If you put all your hopes, all your eggs, in one basket, relying on just one person to unlock an entire community.
It creates a very fragile chain.
And if that one link breaks.
The whole mission can falter. It's vulnerable.
So what's the alternative? How do we build resilience?
The biblical alternative, which is really powerfully highlighted in our material, is building a resilient web.
A web, not a chain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about it. Jesus didn't just invest in one person, he invested in 12, then 72. He diversified.
Okay.
Paul did the same. He diversified his connections in each city he visited. Think of Philippi. He had connections with Lydia and the jailer.
Two very different people, different networks.
Totally different networks. In Corinth, he connected with Crispus and Aquila and Priscilla. Again, diversifying.
So spreading the connections out.
Yes. This distributed influence ensures that when one disciple falters, another can rise.
Makes sense.
When one door closes, another can open. The call really is to sow broadly.
So broadly.
Empower multiple leaders, even potential leaders, and actively encourage interconnection between them.
So they support each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your networks become truly resilient, adaptable, and self-expanding.
Self-expanding. Wow.
It's about building something that can weather storms and actually grow organically beyond your direct control.
This whole deep dive, it's really revealed that your mission field, your place of impact, it isn't some distant, abstract, or hidden thing.
Not at all.
It is already right here, right in front of you, woven into the deepest fabric of your daily life.
Every conversation.
Every shared meal, every time you just show up consistently with kindness, it's a thread.
A thread where grace can quietly weave redemption and profound impact.
It's quite humbling, actually.
The invitation here is incredibly profound, I think. It's to live with what the sources call ripple awareness.
Ripple awareness. I like that.
To start seeing people not just as endpoints, but as potential gateways into much larger networks.
Gateways, not endpoints.
It's an invitation to fully embrace this tapestry of influence that God's already given you.
Yeah.
By intentionally engaging your family, your workplace, your community, your digital networks, doing it with prayer, with that radical authenticity we talked about, and with a sincere commitment to empowering others along the way.
It paints a picture.
Yeah.
You're not just a solitary ember trying to stay lit on your own.
No, you're a flame meant to leap across networks, igniting others.
That's a powerful image to end on.
It's the potential within these networks.
So as you, our listener, go about your week, maybe just pause and ask yourself this question. Which thread in your life's tapestry are you currently underutilizing? Which network sphere could use a bit more intentionality?
Good question.
And how could simply yielding that thread, that sphere, to God's plan begin to reshape the entire network around you?
Imagine the unseen impact.
Yeah, imagine that quiet, exponential work of multiplication, and how your faithfulness, right where you are, in these very real and present spheres, how that could become part of a grand, unfolding design that stretches across nations and even generations.
The big vision starting right where you are.
It really is. Thank you for diving deep with us today.